How often do we stop to ponder upon the fact that the freedoms we relish today were once the dreams of many who were ruthlessly denied them? What did it take for the African American community to rise above the shackles of discrimination and segregation that plagued their lives before the Civil Rights Movement? Imagine an era, post the American Civil War, where racial segregation wasn't just a social practice, but an institutionalized law. This was the reality under the Jim Crow laws, a collection of state and local statutes that legalized racial segregation. Named after a black minstrel show character, the laws existed for about 100 years, from the post-Civil War era until 1968. During this period, African Americans were subjected to various forms of discrimination and violence. They were denied their basic human rights, pushed into the margins of society, and forced to live in a state of constant fear and uncertainty. It was a time when the color of one's skin determined their place in society, and any attempt to challenge or question this status quo was met with brutal force. However, the winds of change started to blow on a chilly December evening in 1955. On the first day of that month in Montgomery, Alabama, an African-American woman named Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white man on a city bus. This act of defiance was a spark that ignited a flame of resistance within the African-American community of Montgomery. Rosa's arrest sent shockwaves through the community. It wasn't an isolated incident, but a symbol of the daily humiliations African Americans had to endure. Civil rights activists, including a young pastor named Martin Luther King Jr., saw this as a turning point. A boycott of the city's buses was organized in response, and it lasted for 381 days. The boycott was not just a protest, but a powerful statement. It was an assertion of the African American community's refusal to accept the indignities of segregation any longer. The economic pressure it put on the city and the bus company was significant, but the message it sent was even more substantial. Finally, in 1956, after a lengthy legal battle and sustained pressure from the Civil Rights Movement, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that segregation on public transportation was unconstitutional. This was a significant victory, but it was just the beginning of a long and arduous journey towards equality and justice. In summary, the struggle for African American rights before the Civil Rights Movement was a tale of resilience, courage, and determination. The introduction of the Jim Crow laws institutionalized racial segregation, leading to widespread discrimination and violence against African Americans. However, the resilience of individuals like Rosa Parks and the collective action of the African American community in the form of the Montgomery bus boycott marked the beginning of a powerful movement for change. This struggle continues to inspire people worldwide in the fight for human rights and equality, reminding us that the path to justice, though long and winding, is always worth treading.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.